Amazing viewers, a very lovely morning to you all. Welcome to my channel. So Reno Omokri, who is known for causing religious and tribal tension, has been warned by the Muslim brothers now over the recent statement he made. And I knew from the onset that Reno Omokri was just trying to be manipulative. Reno Omokri was trying to ignite some tribal friction or tension, whichever word you want to use. And that's why religious friction rather, that's why he decided to put out that post there. And thankfully, I'm glad that there are some Muslim faithful that understand what Reno is up to, and work for him, because they actually came out to warn him. And not also these individuals. Reno Omokri wife, also, should I say ex-wife, I don't even know the way she be again, came out yesterday to also disgrace Reno online, letting Nigerians know that Reno Omokri is not just useless, but he's also a deadbeat father. According to her, Reno Omokri neglected their physically challenged child. Okay, so no. I've always known Reno Omokri to be one annoying nonsense person, but hadn't been irresponsible to it. Kai, I don't know, it's a touch of something else. I don't even know the word to use to describe it. So Reno Omokri posted a couple of days ago how it is very necessary, for the Muslim brothers, to be having their holidays on Friday, as Christians, don't go anywhere on Sunday. They have the Sundays to themselves. In fact, that statement really got me upset, because I knew immediately what Reno Omokri was trying to ignite. So some Muslim brothers have actually come out to, warn Reno Omokri. And this is really pretty interesting. I would love more of this to be happening. So I am going to be reading what, how Reno Omokri has been disgraced by some Muslim brothers, and of course the wife. But before I get to do that, let me show us this video of the First Lady, making appeal to Nigerians for donation towards building a library, national library. Okay, so I thought this is all AI makeup video something, because I didn't even want to believe it, but it's been making rounds. So I'm going to show you this video and then we'll be back.
Special grace of God, I will be turning 65 years old on the 21st September 2025, and this happens to be a Sunday. This is why I have decided to dedicate the day to God for all his blessings in my life and having a quiet birthday. I wish to appeal to those who would like to send a birthday card, cakes, flowers, greetings in the newspapers, or gifts. Should please send the funds to the designated account for a special project close to my heart, among many others: the completion of the National Library. This will be the best birthday present I could receive. My love for education has informed my decision to dedicate my birthday to this worthy cause. This fund is coordinated by the Federal Ministry of Education under REMI at 65 Education Fund, Zenith Bank PLC. Account number is 131,031,4977. Thank you for joining me in this building project. God bless you.
Like I said earlier, these actually, appeared like AI image to me. That was the first thought that came to my mind, because I wasn't really expecting that, due to the fact that, okay, we've seen the donations that the First Lady has made, and, this prompted a lot of Nigerians to raise questions as to, okay, where is all this money coming from? What's the source of Remi Tinubu's income that she's donating billions and all that? So it came to me as a shock that, okay, right now there's been account number placed there, and people are being asked to make donations. Okay, let's say, okay, she has a target audience and she didn't know how to say, okay, these are target audience. Maybe some of these politicians who are seeking for favor here and there might just want to drop it. Let me believe that that's the target. But how does this even make any sense? Because we've literally been taxed for everything except air. Now remain, they will increase this one. That's you. punishing us. Then we could say tariff for this one, tariff for the other one, tariff for this one, VAT for the other one. Like, you just name it. There's a whole lot, that they have pressed down on our throats that we have to pay for, except for the air we breathe. Even if there is a target audience, I feel like, okay, these are people that could be reached out, behind closed door. Right now, putting it out there is you now addressing every Nigerian. So there's nothing like, okay, there are specific target audience. And you already know the pains that Nigerians have been subjected to, the pains that has been, that the government have come to inflict on us. So it makes no sense to me at all. Okay, you have the mind of building a national library. Why didn't you build that first before making the donations that you did? Let's assume this whole thing is from your own personal money, the donations. Now you won't build a Nigeria not in a national library and be their problem at this point in time. Now, why a lot of people, they drag her for social media space? Nigerians, they say, okay, this is what we need right now. The biggest problem I have with this administration is the misplaced priority thing. That's my biggest problem. So even if you want to do this thing, it's from your own personal money. We are suffering already. You told us to go farm, to go plant some stuff in our garden. And here you are taxing us, because as soon as I don't say it like this, I don't even believe, say, there's a target audience. You are addressing Nigerians, so it's Nigerians. So if other people, in quotes, out of shame want to do so behind closed door and say, okay, this is the account number, they will definitely do it, no problem. But maybe it would have been better there's a book, there's some kind of, how do I call it, symposium or something organized, I don't know, whichever word you want to use to describe it, where those people will actually make the donation. So there is an intention to build a national library, which I feel is not important to us right now. There is an intention to build it by, the first lady whose office is not legitimate. And then you allow, say, okay, what did they call her? Cars for the first lady office and every other thing that they have done for the first lady office. Then the plea should have been, okay, leave the first lady car office treatment thing. Let's use the money to build a national library, since it will continue to contribute to the education sector, and some other stuff. Let's use it. Hey, God, I beg go. Like this administration, like I'm just seeing very funny stuff. This is more like, okay, you coming out. I don't know what I want to see them as slap on our faces, or I don't know, as mockery or something. I don't know how to describe it. But let me take some social media reactions before we come back, to continue what I was talking about. Patrick saying, Madam, come beg online. All those money wey una dey thief from Nigerians can do the building project. You must not beg online. 10/8 saying money laundering de facto. And then we have also saying the name acronym is just funny. And then we have Prince saying WTF. And saying, I thought she's been donating billions, so why not do same to her own project now? And they'll have Sisu saying, this family go try whine you, but no panic. Laugh emoji. Makati saying, this woman is a joker for real. Let me see that stupid Nigerian man that will do these donations. Yet, common man go beg una for money, una go say e no dey. I'm watching. It's like tinubu, the first lady, doesn't even come online to see how angry Nigerians are. Like, seriously, I don't know. I feel like this is just more like a slap on our face. So, and I wouldn't want to peg it like, okay, there are specific target audience, because these are people you can actually reach out to. And I tell you the truth, I feel like, it's kind of funny for office that is not recognized, and even if you want to do it, this should be, okay, your personal donation, or you say, okay, whatever it is that they're doing for my office, which is not constitutionally recognized, please use it to do this national library. So how come all of a sudden you have been doing all the donations and this is what you want to do? It's just like, say, you come out one gaslight Nigerians. That's not the way I see it. In fact, some Nigerians have even made a joke out of it that, okay, if the first lady can post her account number on her birthday, who am I not to post my own? We start taxing individuals. Honestly, this country is just one comedy show. Please, this individual should understand that Nigerians are suffering. Nigerians are suffering. Really, really suffering. They may not be feeling the heat though, but we are feeling the heat. So they better watch what they come out to tell Nigerians, because honestly, this thing is just very funny to me. I won't believe say that AI before, but at this point, I doubt so. Thank you so much. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Now, let me read out, what some of the Muslim brothers are said to Reno Omokri, and of course, the recent brouhaha between Reno Omokri and his wife, or should I say ex-wife, what she came out to tell the public. Take social media reactions before we come back to wrap this up.
Nigeria's academic and public commentator Dr. Hidima has strongly slammed Reno Omokri, accusing him of spreading falsehoods and stirring unnecessary division in the country. In a scathing post shared on X, formerly Twitter, Hidima told Omokri to flag your idiocy elsewhere, further urging him to shift your dirty mouth and focus on your fraudulent work. The rebuke followed Omokri's recent controversial comment about public holidays and religious practices in Nigeria, which drew widespread criticism online. Hidima emphasized that Muslims in the country are not in competition with other faiths over holidays, and highlighted the importance of observing Friday prayers as prescribed in the Quran. So this is the response of the Dr. Hidima to Reno Omokri's tweet. Reno tweeted, "Muslims in Nigeria working on Fridays is unfair, while Sunday is work free." And then Dr. Hidima replied, say, "Dear at Reno Omokri, flag your idiocy elsewhere, but don't bring it to where Muslims are. In Nigeria, we are absolutely okay with that. We are not competing for holidays with anyone. What stands out for us is when it's time for prayers, we will go out and pray and then return." Specifically cited two verses from Surah Al-Juman. Please pardon me if I can't pronounce it correctly. 6:2-9 to 10, which direct Muslims to stop trade for the Friday prayer and return to their work after seeking Allah's blessing. Hidima explained that the verse underscored the proper priority for Muslims performing the Friday prayer first and then resuming daily pursuits such as work, trade, or other lawful activities. He argued that Omokri's comments, which appeared aimed at inciting controversy, were unnecessary and indicative of a pattern of attention-seeking that has frequently drawn public criticism. Omokri has previously faced accusation of spreading misleading narratives and amplifying religious and ethnic tensions. In 2014, he was implicated in circulating a fake document linking then CBN Governor Sanusi Lamido Sanusi to Boko Haram. During the 2019 election, he was again criticized for sharing unverified claims against opposition figures. Over the years, he has also been accused of amplifying unverified videos that stoked Christian-Muslim tensions and instigating ethnic hatred by labeling critics as tribalistic. Dr. Hidima's response reflects a broader frustration among Nigerians over what many perceive as Omokri's habit of clout chasing at the expense of unity. Social media commentator Malam Jibril has fired back at Reno Omokri following his claims that it is unfair for Muslims to work on Fridays while Christians often have Sundays off. Omokri's statement has sparked widespread discussion on social media about religious work schedules in Nigeria. Jibril directly challenged Omokri's authority to speak for the Muslim community, tweeting, "Which of the Muslims are you as spokesperson? Who asks you to speak on our behalf?" He emphasized that Omokri has no right to impose his views on an entire religious group. In his response, Jibril dismissed Omokri's argument, asserting that Muslims are comfortable working on Fridays and do not see it as unfair. He described Omokri's claim as deceptive and an attempt to mislead the public. Omokri has previously faced accusations of spreading misleading narratives and amplifying religious and ethnic tensions. Over the years, he has also been accused of circulating unverified videos that stoke Christian-Muslim tensions, instigating ethnic hatred by labeling critics as tribalistic and sharing misleading content about historical events. Malan Jibri also leveled personal accusation against Omokri's, labeling him a liar, deceiver, and blackmailer. The strong language underscores the intensity of online debate over religion, misinformation, and workplace policies in Nigeria, highlighting the ongoing sensitivity around faith-based practices and professional obligations in the country. Social media influencer and former presidential aide Reno Omokri has come under criticism following allegations by his estranged wife Tope Onwaji that he has neglected their son with special needs. In a Facebook post on Monday, Onwaji claimed that Omokri had not spent meaningful time with their child since June 2024. Over a year ago, she alleged that the boy, who requires special care and attention, had been waiting for genuine bonding moments with his father rather than what she described as fleeting visits to his other children. According to her, parenting goes beyond stage photos or quick visits and requires consistent presence and involvement in the daily lives of one's children. Now, this is a message. Reno Omokri, stop showing up just for photo ops, show up for real life. Our son with special needs is waiting for quality time with his dad, not just the fleeting visit you do with his siblings. You haven't seen nor spent time with your son since June 2024, over a year. Prioritize meaningful moments over social media validation. Be present, be involved, and be a constant in your children's lives. Real parenting happens in the everyday moment, not just in stage photos. Put down the camera. Now, here is a reaction. Pro-obedient saying his prematured white beards is surely abnormal. No wonder they will have Uncle Dele say, take him serious at your own risk. So, stomach infrastructure and four-mouthed persons, you go wait for that ambassadorship position tire. After 2 years, your little god still doesn't have representatives in almost 160 countries, and you want investors to take you all serious. You move. And they will have dear Nigerians saying, dear Nigerians, it don't happen. Reno Omokri on the beat, wife accuses him of neglecting son with special needs. Let's have it. More president saying nature has a way of dealing with the crooked ones, and they will have for a working Nigeria. Now the weary ones wey get internal issues then suppose attend to. They disturb the peace of the nation with lies and propaganda. Clowns.
I'm super glad that this whole thing is actually coming from the Muslim faithful, some of them, and I'm also glad that even up to now, I've not seen one person from the Muslim, community that came out to say, oh, Reno, what you actually said is the truth. Now, everyone is beginning to understand that Reno is trying so hard to ignite, religious war. For some reason, it's best known to him. And he's deliberately doing this thing. It's not the first time Reno Omokri is causing chaos, like from what I read. It's not the first time. Once in a while, this young man, this aged man just come out and just drop something, just to cause tension here and there. And it is always religion, tribe, religion, tribe. In addition to attacking Peter Obi. And a lot of the time, he uses that also religion, tribe. All this thing is also in a bid so that there could be hatred between the Muslims and the Christian. You see people like Reno Omokri, they no suppose dey for our society. If you say Reno na citizen of another nation, they for don't pick am up since. Because clearly, that man is on a mission to be dividing Nigeria. And all in a bid to get what he wants rather for the APC. It's shameful that someone, how old is he again? Someone in his 50s, Abi, cannot, for one, stand up for what is right. You dey hustle your hustle. Do you have to condescend to this level by trying to create disunity amongst us? Tomorrow you will still come out again and find a way to start preaching one Nigeria when you want it to suit the narrative you are trying to put out there. Somebody like Reno Omokri no suppose dey our society, because that man there is evil. Yes, it's evil. To think he has not even arranged his home well. That woman that been the wife, been whatsoever, that just came out to complain here. So I believe her. I believe her. For a man at his age to be displaying this kind of thing, then it speaks volume about his character. But one would expect for him to be at least a good dad. Unfortunately, he is not. He carried the irresponsibility. He carried a rich house. I want to see how he is going to shake this table. Shey he always had her table breaker, be table shaker. He should come and shake this table of what the wife just said now. Kai, what a shameless fellow. I repeat, somebody like Reno Omokri no suppose dey our society. If for say the government know wetin they do, by now they suppose don't pick Reno Omokri since. Because what he's clearly doing is to ignite religious war. That's what he's doing. And is a threat to the one Nigeria, in quotes. He's a threat to it and must be stopped. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the bell icon the moment you subscribe. That way you get to know as soon as I publish video. Thank you so much, guys, for the love. Thank you for the immense support. God bless you richly. See you guys in my other videos. Do enjoy the rest of your day.